Morning, y'all. Saturday, May 4th, 2019. And I'm out for another overnighter. They're calling for thunderstorms and heavy rain tonight. That's what I have with me. Minimal gear. I do have a tarp. I have an 8-foot by 10-foot. Just a cheap tarp and a gallon of water. Excuse me. New camo umbrella that I bought on Amazon. It's pretty nice. And I'm still by the road. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I'm sure you can. It's starting to really thicken in back here though. I'm gonna be heading over that direction. About 2 miles. And hopefully it rains. I mean, I hope I get a chance to get some firewood first, but I'm not really that concerned. It hasn't rained much, a little bit last night, but not much, so everything's relatively dry, so I shouldn't have a problem with fire. But I'm hoping it rains so it keeps away the people on the four-wheelers. All right, well, I'm gonna head in. Once I get to an area where I'm gonna camp, then I'll bring you guys back. I just had a good find. Some poplar bark. This will be good tinder later. It's a little damp because it has rained a bit last night, but just a little, so it's just barely damp, and I'm not gonna have fire for, I'm not planning on having fire for quite a while, until probably 7 or so tonight. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in my pocket. I'm gonna fluff it up a little bit. And I'm gonna put it in my pocket and allow it to, my body heat to dry it throughout the day, and I'll keep shifting it around so that it dries out some. All right, so I was thinking I'm gonna put a home right in here between that tree and this tree. So, and my low end will be here because the wind's gonna be coming from that way tonight. It's supposed to be heavy rain. So hopefully I'll be protecting my low end here, have my high end out here somewhere, and I'll have my fire right in that area with the wind behind me. Hopefully to keep everything, keep the smoke out of my face all night. I'm hoping. So it's 12:17. Got home set up for the night. And I really got to be careful around here. Poison oak everywhere. It's all around me. It's not in my camp yet. There was none in there. I cleared out there was some of that Virginia creeper over there, that 5-leaf stuff. But that's invasive, so I'm not even worried about clearing that out. But yeah, the rain's supposed to be coming from that direction tonight. So I got kind of a plow point, sorta, kinda. But yeah, I'm gonna plan on having my fire down here, the high end obviously, and sleeping somewhere towards the back end there. And I'm gonna leave it open so the wind, air comes through. It's only supposed to go down to 58 tonight with an east-southeasterly wind, so it shouldn't be too cold. I got a wool sweater if I need it and a hoodie, so I should be good. Just want to show you guys a look at this from the inside. Each one of these poles is roughly 6 feet tall, so there's enough room under here for me to stand comfortably. And like I said, I'm gonna sleep down towards the back end there, but I'm gonna have my fire like right in this area, and it should be good when the rain hits. I got some duct tape. I'm gonna patch these holes. There's quite a few of them. This tarp's coming to the end of its life, I think. Unless I cut it off, I can still use it. Probably, I'm gonna use it until I can't use it anymore. But Yeah, it's coming along. I'm gonna make, I brought some of them dollar store trash bags with me, and I'm gonna make some kind of a mattress, I guess. And I also have some sleeping pads too. I'm gonna throw down on top of that, but I'm gonna raise something just to get me off the ground a little bit, because I don't think I'm gonna make a raised bed. I don't know, maybe I will. I haven't decided yet. There's not a whole lot of material around here for building. Most of it's punky. I mean, I guess I could lay it on the ground maybe and use it that way, but it's not strong enough to support me if I was to suspend it in the air. So I don't know, I'm gonna figure something out though. I might just make the mattresses, like I said, out of the leaves with the trash bags, and then lay on top of that. I started gathering up some leaves already. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do, because that'll keep me off the ground enough. I think I'll entrench a little bit on that end, because it's slightly downhill from there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I got a floor. I forgot I had this tarp with me. I had it in my pack and I totally forgot I had it. So no need for elevated bed and all that. I'm just gonna use this and my sleeping pads and leave that end over there curled over. Hopefully if any water does come down, it stays out from under me. But yeah, this should be nice. Actually have a floor for once, a proper floor. It's about 1:15. Here's a look at this thing from the backside. My umbrella and my raincoat. But yeah, as you can see, the backside's lower because the wind's going to be coming from this direction tonight, and the rain too. So yeah, this back end's lower. That's where my head's going to be. And then over here is my camp. Pretty nice. Got two sleeping pads, one on top of the other, and a couple of those dollar store window shields underneath of the sleeping pads, just to keep my body heat, and then the reflective side of the tarp as well, so it should be toasty under there. And I'm gonna have the fire right here in the front. Got some cooking stuff over there, so Spam slice, some bacon jerky, and some sausage hash, frying pan, and my Stanley nesting cup, protein bar, and a couple cereal bars. That's all the food I got, and some margarine and eggs, yeah, for the 3 eggs and some margarine to go with the whatever I cook. I'm not sure if I'm gonna cook which one of them I'm gonna make with it. Probably the hash, the sausage hash, because I've never had that and I want to try it. I've had the corned beef hash, but I never had the sausage hash. So yeah, that's the food I have, and I have water, and I have one of these sparkling water things. They're pretty good, 0 calorie and all, but they taste good too. This actually tastes like apple juice, Fuji apple. And I have for the tools, I have a pair of flip-flops, my camp shoes, Fiskars hatchet, just a cheapo saw I got at Walmart, and a flashlight and a pocket bellow, pair of reading glasses, and bug spray, charger for my battery for the phone, some TP, and I brought one of those head nets because they got these kissing bugs around now that they say they can kill you actually. So they get on you and they bite you on your face, but when they bite you they also take a crap on your face. And that's where the problem is, because when you wipe it, you're wiping their excrement into your wound, and it can cause deadly infections. So yeah, not taking no chance with them. Yeah, they're said that they get on you, on your face while you're sleeping. That's why they call them a kissing bug, and they bite you on your face. And they've seen them in this state where I live, Delaware. So yeah, I'm not taking no chances. But yeah, anyway, I also have that's just my backpack. Everything's out of it except for that black bag there is just a sling bag that I like to bring it with me, because I have a hoodie and a wool sweater in there, and I like to, and an extra shirt too actually, and I like to keep them all in there because it keeps them together and makes a nice pillow. And the thing weighs nothing, so I can throw it in my pack and just take it with me. So yeah, here's my look at my camp. And now the quest for firewood begins. Yeah, I almost forgot. I have my Mora light my fire too. All right, so it's right around 10 after 3. I just wanted to show you guys the shelter. It's gonna be a comfortable one tonight. Yeah, you can't ask for more than this. Hopefully it keeps me dry. It's been difficult filming because there's people riding and they're getting closer and closer, but it's inevitable. But I'm gonna keep camping back here until I can't anymore. And then I'll go somewhere else. Yeah, because besides just the people riding back here on the four-wheelers, they're also they're cutting. Thought something went in the bag. My trash bag over there. They're cutting a bunch of trees down in the front where I come in, and the powers that be, that is. And I don't know what it is they're doing yet, but I have a feeling they're going to put some kind of a path back here, and so that'll be the end of wild camping back here if they do that. But I don't know, it's going to take them a while if they do anyway. But it's getting harder and harder with these ATVers because they're just they're going everywhere and they're tearing up everything, and it's just the only places I can camp are the places that you don't want to camp, in the middle of the swamp where they can't ride. Back here it's really, really thick, so I'm thinking maybe that's why they've been staying out of here, but it's a matter of time until they do come back, I guess. But other than that, it's a nice day. It's hot, it's humid, but nice. Got plenty of firewood. Just got to process it down. And I had the fire right there. Dug a small pit, put the dirt up against the tree there just to shield it a bit. So I'm gonna continue to process this wood. I got my little piles going there. And the stuff, the poplar bark that I put in my pocket earlier is drying nicely. I brought some jute twine with me, but I don't think I'm gonna need it because they were calling for rain all day, but you guys know how that is. Hopefully it still hits tonight. So they're saying between 8 and 9 there's a chance of thunderstorms, so that might be interesting. It's 3:51. It feels like a storm is coming. The sky just looks hazy all the way around. It's only like 10:04 and it already looks like it's starting to get dark. And it doesn't get dark for another 3.5 hours. They said the storm's not coming till 9 or 10, I think, but it looks like it's going to be earlier than that to me. We shall see. The shelter. Got my raincoat hanging on the back. I just had it there for a little added camouflage because them people were riding around there over that way, but they're pretty far over there. I don't think, or I know they didn't see me. They'd have to come back in here, and nobody's coming all the way back in here on a four-wheeler, I don't think. Maybe one of them enclosed ones. And I have seen people on them, but it's kind of tricky. Over that way, they're not getting through because there's like 4 big trees, like probably that big around, laying down, crisscrossing each other across the path, and there's no, there is no real clear way through. And that way, possibly, but it's really thick. It's 447. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not, riding them ATVs. I think they went away. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know. They're not too close right now, but they're back in the area. Well, anyway, what I was saying is I found this bark, and on the other side of it, there's a snail. If I wanted it, if I was hungry, he would be on the menu, but I'm not. So I'm gonna cut him loose over here. I'm gonna use that bark for a floor of sorts. So it's 5:54. You can still hear these guys riding. But yeah, I've been working on firewood. And I wanted to show you guys, well, this is where I got you set up earlier. And it's pretty hot out here. That's why I'm not wearing a shirt, because it's humid. It's like 74, but it's humid. All right, and I've been cutting wood too. I guess that's doing it. But yeah, I wanted to take you in and show you. So right here, it's probably about 6.5 foot high. And then the edge of my tarp where I'm standing now, I don't have to duck down at all. I'm standing like, excuse me, my regular height. And I'm probably 1.5 foot in from the edge of the tarp. So my fire is going to be roughly right where my foot is. I'm going to actually move it this way a little bit because I don't want it so close to that tree. Sorry, one of the downsides of living by an airport is you got to compete with the airplane's noise sometimes. But yeah, so anyway, I wanted to bring you inside. Take your shoes off in here. All right, so right where my pillow is, I'm probably 3 foot high. No problem, I'm not bumping my head or nothing, so it's nice little shelter. Totally inside. My feet are 4 feet from the edge of that at least, maybe even 5. And I'm far away from the edge, probably 3 feet from the edge, and 3 or 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet from the edge on that side as well. And from the back, I'm at least another 3 feet. I'm reaching all the way out and my hand's still inside. So it's pretty good coverage. As long as it doesn't get blown away, I should stay dry tonight. All right, so I wanted to show you, I'm getting ready to expand this fire pit this way a little bit. And I wanted to show you this stick that I'm using like a shovel. It's working really good, actually. guess I should leave all this out. Them guys on the ATVers are getting close. They sounded like they were coming right up here a minute ago. That's why I camoed up, but I guess they went the other way. Or a different way, I don't know. It sounded like they were trying to get through something. But maybe it was not back this way. It was over that way, but I couldn't tell if they were coming at me or what the hell they were doing, honestly. Honestly, I don't really even care, to tell you the truth. As long as they leave me alone, I'll leave them alone. Because they ain't supposed to be back here riding them things either. Yeah, pretty good digging stick. Yeah, so it's like 6:30. I'm still processing down wood. Got a decent sized pile of wood going now. Yeah, so I've learned that I can, with these loud airplanes and cars and stuff, you're always hearing in the background. I've learned to use that to my advantage and do my chopping. I chop down trees when there's loud airplanes flying and cars playing loud music. That gives you a chance to do some heavy sawing if you need to. Technique of sawing was taught to me by a Korean man when I was in Korea. I served in the army in Korea in 1987. I was over there right before the '88 Olympics. And a good friend of mine showed me that